Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. We've got news, so let's get straight to it. The very first thing that I want to show you guys is an upcoming Kickstarter, and it's a very important one if you are like me and you like vintage dinosaurs or just old school movie dinosaurs, because there is a Kickstarter coming for the last dinosaur, Tyrannosaurus Rex, that we'll be releasing from Seismic Toys. This is a model that was sculpted by Dope Pope and is probably the most screen accurate last dinosaur Tyrannosaurus Rex that you will ever see anywhere. It is absolute perfection in every way. You can see as we kind of, move through the images, basically you could just see how beautiful this model is. And it is an officially licensed last dinosaur model, which is even cooler. So if you are interested in this, I will include a link in the description to the Kickstarter. Again, it is a pre-launch page basically because it has not officially launched yet, but you definitely need to check this out and grab this the moment the Kickstarter begins. I will, of course, remind you guys again once the Kickstarter is officially underway in another news video, but I did want to bring this to your attention now ahead of time so that you are ready. Again, you can go on there and hit the notify me on launch button so that it does tell you as well once the Kickstarter goes live, and secure yourself the last dinosaur Tyrannosaurus. Also, when it comes to Ricsan Custom Toys, they have a brand new model out. The giant Behemoth has officially released from them, and that is beyond epic. Like, I love the giant Behemoth. I actually have 0 models of that creature, so I would love to get this one into my hands and into my collection at some point in the near future. But again, a very exciting release. Always creating the most obscure of kaiju is Ricsan Custom Toys, and to have this creature in super articulated form makes it twice as special. So if you are interested, I will include a link in the description to the Ricsan Custom Toys website where you can head on over there and snag this right now. Also, Rebirth had shared this image. It is obviously a little blurred, so it's kind of hard to tell exactly how nice they look, but this is their upcoming Quetzalcoatlus. We can very clearly see, based on the Jurassic World Dominion design for sure on the left-hand side, and the alternate color variant over here on the right-hand side. I'm really excited to see these once they are officially available to be fully revealed, and of course available for pre-order at some point in the near future, because just from this blurred image, I am so excited. Also, when it comes to Creative Beast Studio and the Beasts of the Mesozoic, they have given us a nice preview image of their upcoming Acrocanthosaurus with all of the different parts that will be, of course, applied to this figure. You can see tons that go into the creation of these incredible action figures. But on top of that, they've actually shown off the Spinosaurus, so we can see what that one's going to look like. And first of all, I love the coloration of this one. I think it's really well done. It's not overly flashy or generic or anything like that, so really happy with the way that they're going to paint this one. But again, the sculpt is beyond beautiful, as always, when it comes to this release. Also, when it comes to Creative Beast Studio, we have our first look at their Kellenkin, and man, oh man, is this beautiful. This may be the most exciting release for me personally to come from the Beasts of the Mesozoic and Creative Beast Studio, outside of course, the Carnotaurus, which I love, but I love terror birds, and I love the idea of having a super articulated version in this line, and this thing looks gorgeous for sure. I also wanted to let you guys know about the pre-order for the Glitch Studios Jurassic World Rebirth Tyrannosaurus Rex. That pre-order does go live today, so if it's something you are interested in getting a hold of, you absolutely need to get that pre-order in as soon as you can. Again, I am going to include a link in the description to Glitched on Facebook as well, so you can head on over there and again grab that pre-order the moment it goes live before it sells out, because these models do tend to sell out pretty quickly, so you might want to get on that pre-order immediately once it goes live. So check out the link. Again, pre-order this gorgeous Tyrannosaurus Rex today. Then when it comes to Nanmu, first of all, I wanted to let you guys know that the pre-order is officially live for their Smart Series Super Articulated Spinosaurus. You can get that pre-order in right away again and get this one into your collection. You can pre-order it currently through Lana Time Shop, and I highly recommend them. That's usually where I get my Nanmu models from. But man, these things are gorgeous. By far 2 of the best Spinosaurus that you are going to find when it comes to a Jurassic Park 3 style And I also wanted to show you guys this image because first of all, you can see at the bottom of the image that is the coloration that we will find on the upcoming Dinosaur Revolution Allosaurus. But what you'll also see is up there on the top image is an update on the next versions of their Raptors. Yes, their Raptors are going to get a re-release. I know many people were concerned that was not going to happen. And not only will it get a re-release with all 4 color variations that we've seen so far, or at least that's what they've stated on their social media accounts, but they actually have updated articulation in the jaw, which gives wider jaw articulation, and they've made modifications to their leg joints to enhance their flexibility. It also states that they will come with the tracking eye system. Definitely happy to see them coming back around and releasing a new updated version. I'm going to have to get those into my collection as well. And then when it comes to how long good, and a thank you has to go out to Paleo Figure S for these images, but you can see some very cool images of their upcoming Diplodocus. In every single image I see, I fall more in love with the Diplodocus that is coming from them. These are so beautiful and will definitely be my favorite Diplodocus in my collection once they officially release. On top of that, when it comes to Blokees, I wanted to show off this image, which actually shows off the full line of their Jurassic World figures. You can see there are tons that are included in this line, vehicles and dinosaurs, as well as, again, a really cool T-Rex skeleton. And from what I'm told, to get the T-Rex skeleton, you basically have to collect all of the different figures, and then you get different pieces in each of the different figures to then build the skeleton. I think that's how it works, potentially. But either way, it's a really cool collection filled with super cool looking figures. You can actually pre-order these right now on Big Bad Toy Store as well. And then when it comes to Mattel, a thank you has to go out to my buddy Perry for sending this image over to me. But first of all, we have this image, which is basically showing off the Facts app and showing off many different dinosaurs that we are getting, a lot of which we have already seen, some of which maybe we haven't really seen great images of quite yet. But one thing that's really cool is you can see there's a really interesting Indoraptor in here. And from what I'm told, that's going to be a Jurassic World reimagined Indoraptor that's coming, maybe a real feel, I don't know for sure, but it's got a pretty cool looking color scheme, and I am very much so interested in seeing that one when it is officially revealed. On top of that, we have these images here showing off some of the upcoming Jurassic World Survival figures, like their Vespersaurus, which again, we have the actual official image from Mattel. I think that figure does look really cool. I'm really excited for this one, actually, as well as their crazy looking Dimetrodon, which I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that one quite yet, but it's certainly interesting. And then we've also got this image here, which shows off another few figures that we haven't seen prior. And this one is kind of interesting to me because I guess maybe we're going to get the Rebirth Velociraptor potentially in a standalone release. I don't know for sure if that's the case, but I would imagine so. And then we've got 2 brand new reveals in this image as well, one of which is said to be the Scelidosaurus, and I don't know for sure how I feel about that one. It's quite interesting looking here on the part of Mattel, as well as another pterosaur that we hadn't seen previously. And on top of that, we also have this image, which was, again, floating around, but I'm not entirely sure where this one originates from. However, we can see a few very cool figures here, which look to potentially be new Dino Reveal figures. That would be my assumption, and I definitely hope that's true, because some really cool species that I would love to see back in the Mattel line that we've really only seen once for each of them, and definitely something that I will, without a doubt, be picking up once they are officially released. So as of right now, guys, that's all the news I've got. When more comes out, I'll be sure to send it your way, but until then, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.